Game here, and today, guys, we're going to be working on the finale of Granny number 2. So, this is an episode that I very much have been looking forward to because finally we're going to get to finish things off. We're going to be working on the top floor that we're currently standing on today. We're going to build a helicopter. We're also going to finish up a room on the ground level. And without further ado, guys, let's just get right into it. Hey, so for anybody that doesn't remember, when we last left off, we worked on this top floor up here. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to continue this top floor. We're going to build the helicopter pad, and we're also going to work on a room downstairs, like I mentioned earlier. So to begin, what we're going to do is we're going to grab our white terracotta, and we're going to go to this room right here where we built the cage. We're going to drop down, and as you can see, we got a door here. And what I'd like to do is I just want to move over to the left one block, and I want to break a 2-block space like this, which we'll put a door in later. Then what we're going to do is we're going to come on this backside, and we're going to count out 12 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Once we hit 12, what we're going to do is we're going to expand the other side as well. We're going to want them to be even, and then we're going to match them up, just like this. Then what we're going to do is we're going to grab our oak wood planks. We're going to fill in the entire floor, because obviously there's a few spaces left over, unless you guys filled in everything. We're just going to fill all that in. Then we're going to grab our white terracotta, and we're going to make the walls add up to the same as what we've got on the building that's already built. So I'm just going to do that off camera. Once I'm done, I'll be right back. What we're going to do is we're going to turn this into quite a few different rooms. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go to the middle, and as you can see, there's no actual middle block. It's 2. So what I would like to do is with these 2 blocks, we're going to expand them all the way to the end, and then I want you to break 3. So 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to combine this and make it 2 rows long. Then what I'd like to do is from where we started, we're going to count 5 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And on this 5th block to the right, we're going to place a row just like this and break 1 in the middle because we want to add another door eventually. Then on the left-hand side, we're going to go all the way up to the top, and where these 2 blocks are, we're going to go to the left, just like this. And we're going to break 1 in the middle because similar to over here, what we want to do is we want to set it up so that we can put a door there. So looking at this, we're just going to add a few last touches. We're going to once again grab our white terracotta, and on the right hand side, we're going to count out 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3, just like this. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to be creating a little doorway, just like this. 1 over here as well. And once that's complete, now we can fill this entire thing in all the way up to the ceiling, and we'll be all set, and we can continue doing the interior right once this is done. So I'm going to fill the rest of this in off camera, and I will be right back once that's done. Before we work on the interior, one last thing that I want to do just before I forget is I just want to add a few doors. So we're going to add the spruce door here, we're going to add another spruce as well, and then finally we're going to flip back around on this side. Wow, the cave sound effects in this game, might I say, are just incredible. I think I mention that quite often, and if anybody can find another time that I mention that, shout out to you. You can comment it down below. Then once we have those 3 spruce doors added, there's 1 more we're going to add. We're going to come down here on the left side. This is not a room. This is a room we built last episode, not the one that we just built this episode. We're going to come down here. We're going to break 2 blocks beside where the dark oak trapdoor is, and boom, just like that, spruce door. Well, there's not really much to do in terms of the interior, but there's a few little touches that we have to do. We're going to start out by grabbing a lectern, and in the first room we built, we're going to place a lectern 2 blocks away from the first doorway. Then once we enter this room right here, you can see we kind of built a block in the wall, and we're actually going to be using this. So right here, we're going to break back 3 blocks, 1, 2, 3. We're going to go above and break 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to break 1 on the floor, just like this. Then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to place a target back there, and essentially you just got to shoot that to open the door. At least in the game anyways. So then what we're going to do is we're going to flip around to the other side. And on the second 2 wood panels, we're just going to break them. We're going to grab some dark oak trapdoors, and we're just going to place them in the floor just like that. Then if we walk straight ahead and turn to the left, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to break 2 blocks in the wall, just like this. As you can see, there's 1 block left over. And we're also going to place another spruce door, and it's going to enable us to walk out. Now, this is going to be where we build our helicopter pad, and there's nothing really too fancy that I did with this. The only thing we're going to do is we're just going to quickly fill in the floor, and we're going to make sure that we cover up all the terracotta blocks. So I'm just going to do that. You've got to make sure you outline everything, you fill in all the holes. I know some people, you may have filled in all these blocks earlier. Whenever we did the floor, you could have filled the entire thing. Maybe you filled it with terracotta, but we're just going to go with oak wood. And then, as you can see, there's two rows missing here because obviously there's nothing below it. We're actually going to fill those in. And just like that, we have a pad, and now what we can do is we can start building the helicopter. Alrighty, so one disclaimer I just want to make before we actually start building the helicopter. When it comes to how to build, sometimes my memory isn't all that great, and I'm afraid for something like the helicopter, it's actually going to get a little bit complicated. So this one is really going to be broken down into clips, but just bear with me, we'll definitely get this thing done. So to begin, what we're going to do is we have our big platform here. We're going to start building on the right of this door. So if you were to walk outside, you want to build on the right. Okay, so we want to find the center. Once we find the center, we want to make sure it's almost lined up with the door, but not quite. We want it to be one back. And what we're going to do is we're going to go one block and one block back, just like this. Then we're going to grab spruce trapdoors. We're going to place 3 facing upwards, just like this. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. And then we're going to grab spruce wood stairs, and we're going to place them so that at least this way, everything looks smooth and the same going both ways. Then what we're going to do is we're going to place a spruce trapdoor on the back stairs, followed by 3 more sets of spruce stairs, and you're going to have to squat for these ones, going in between the other ones to make a floor just like this. Work on the back half of the helicopter, and to do this, what we're going to start off by doing is we're going to squat, and we're going to place 2 blocks on each side of the trapdoor, and this is the one that's on the staircase facing the back. And we're also going to place another one on the back end, making almost like a small triangle with no bottom. Once that's complete, what we're going to do is we're going to jump up 1 block, and we're going to create a little letter C going on top. Once that's complete, we're going to jump out 2 more blocks, 1, 2, and then we're going to go up 1. And whenever we go up 1, we're also going to come out 1, and then you can either keep this, or in my case, I do like to break it, so it almost creates like a nice tail end of the helicopter. Once that's complete, we're going to start to transition to the front. So we're going to make sure that we go out 4 blocks, so 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. So it should line up with the stairs. And we're going to do that on both sides. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go 3, and then 2, just like that. So let's do the same thing on the other side, see? So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then 2 on top, just like that. And then for the front of it, we're just going to create a nose, just like that, what we did on the other side with the upside down triangle. Okay, so once that's done, we're going to add the glass window in the back and also the windshield in the front. So to add the windshield, we're just going to place 1 block like this, and then the other one following just on top. Then what we're going to do is we're just going to build ourselves a little roof, and to do that, we're going to place 1 block on each end, as well as the back, and we're going to throw a roof right on top, just like this. Once that's done, we're going to come down a block. We're going to break the middle one on the right-hand side if we're looking at it from the back, and we're just going to put a window in so you can actually peek out. Then on the other side of things, what we're going to do is we're going to break out a wall just like this, and that way you can actually jump inside, and if we grab a spruce wood stair, we can flip it upside down just like this. But before we do that, one little mistake that I have to catch myself up on, we're going to place 1 concrete underneath the window, then the stairs. Once that's complete, we almost have the whole thing done. We're getting really close. I just got to do 1 last peek. We're going to add a few details to the outside, a lever on the inside, as well as the big whirly-woo on the outside. Frig, I forgot the name. Oh well, I'll be back in a second. Propeller for the record. Sorry, forgot, but there we go. I got it. So, anyways, so what we're going to do on the inside is we're just going to place a lever. That way you can actually get to go backwards and forwards. So that looks kind of cool. And then on the outside, we're just going to make a quick little fix. We're going to break the following 3 blocks. 1, 2, and 3. And the reason we're going to do that is I find it's just going to look a lot more realistic and a lot better. So that way, at least, the helicopter's looking in a little better shape. Okay, now with all that said and done, we're actually going to work on the top propeller, not whirly-woo. We're going to start off by, on this block in the middle right here, we're going to place a cobblestone pillar, or a cobblestone wall, I guess you could say. We're going to grab an iron door, and we're going to place 1 on top, and then we're going to place 2 out on each side in each direction. Now to do that, you're going to have to squat, and then you can place 2 just like that. So we're going to do that in each direction quickly. Bear with me, it's just going to take me 2 seconds. The downfall on PlayStation is, I don't know if you can, but from what I'm aware of, you can't squat in the air like you can, say, on the computer. I'm pretty sure you just click shift and then boom, just like that, you're good. So we got 2 in each direction. Then what we're going to do is we have to come out 1, and we're going to go over 1 to the right on each side. And essentially what this is going to do is it's going to make it look like it's more circular and going in a moving direction, I guess you could say. So let's just go out one and over one on each side. Darn, and I left the hardest one for last, but I guess I could just go like this. Come on, there we go. And as you can see from the top point of view, it just looks a lot better. You can get a lot more fancy with it if you guys would like. By all means, you can go for it. But for us, that's pretty straightforward, and it works. Then to finish off, what we're going to do is we're going to grab some spruce trapdoors, and we're pretty much just going to put them all over the helicopter. You could put them wherever you like. There's not really, like, you don't have to have any direct area that you have to necessarily cover, but I pretty much like to put it on the front. I also like to put it on the back side as well, just like this. I like to have them standing upwards. You could put them all over the back half where the tail end is, which I like to do. It just covers up a lot of the green and mixes and matches the shades. I also like to do it on the top at the back. Just makes it once again look a lot smoother, a lot cleaner. You could do it on the tail end, just like this. This one you can put up or down. There we are, just like that. And then for some final touches, I also like to add some arms to the front, which you could argue is where like guns and stuff would go on helicopters, but I just like on the side, I like to go one out, and then, whoops. And then if you place another one in the direction like this, whoops, and you put it down, it kind of just looks like a helicopter arm, I guess. So we'll do that on the other side as well. Oops, keep making that mistake. There we go, they both line up, looks great, and boom, there we go. We've got a helicopter that you can actually get inside as well. Guys, we're getting really close, we're almost done, we just have a few more steps. As you can see, we don't have any roof on top of the last floor that we just built, so what we're going to do is we're going to have to build an oak wood roof. But if you guys want to see what we have left, it's literally just this gray room right here. It's going to be going on the side of one of the ground floor levels, and essentially it's just a little area that you can go outside. So what I'm going to have you guys do for me quickly is we're just going to put a ceiling on top of the top floor right here. Once that's done, we're going to work on that last room, and then that's it. So I'm going to do this off camera, you guys should as well, and then I'll be right back and we can finish up that last room. Okay, so now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be building one last room, and then if I'm not mistaken, we're done the entire thing. So you can go inside if you'd like to locate the room, but instead I know exactly where we're going to be going. If we go where the helicopter is, if you come on the other side and you go down, you're going to see there's actually a room that we left open, I don't know, like 2 or 3 episodes into the series. So if you can recognize this living room with the bathroom right here on our right, we left a room empty. Now what we're going to be doing is we're going to come on the back side here, and we're going to build this last room. So we're going to start off, we're going to grab some cyan terracotta, and we're going to come out 7 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then what we're going to do is we're going to count 6 blocks to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's how long our room's going to be. But we're going to go 7 because that's going to be where the wall is. We can connect all this. There we go. And then on the other side, we're going to go all the way down 9 blocks. So I don't know if it's going to line up with the wall, but we'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So as you can see, no, it's not even close. So on the 9th block, we're going to come out, we're going to connect it, and we're just going to fill this entire thing in. And then once this entire floor is filled in, I'll be right back, and we'll actually start working inside the room. So now that the floor is done, what we're going to do is we're going to grab our water bucket and some, back to our cyan terracotta. And what we're going to do is where our door is, we're going to go 2 blocks to the left, 1, 2, and we're going to break out this entire row beneath it. What we're then going to do is we're going to replace this yellow block with cyan. We're going to come 1 block lower, and we're going to go all the way to the end. Now what we're going to do is we're going to place 1 block up, because this is going to be our wall. You can use this as a marker for now if you'd like. We're going to grab our water, and we're going to fill this entire thing in. Whoops, don't want water up there. There we go. Once that's complete, we're going to start filling in our wall. I'm just going to go 2 blocks high for now, because essentially what I want to do is I do want to work on the interior, but we can put the walls up later, but I need at least 2 blocks high. There we go. And then on the other side of the water, what we're going to do is we're going to grab our iron bars, and we're going to come out 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to skip a block, go 1 more, and we're going to come out 4 blocks with our iron bars. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once that's complete, we're going to grab a dark oak fence, we're going to put it in between, We're going to stack another one on top. And then we're going to grab our iron bars once again, and we're going to place another row. Let's do the same on the other wall. And then one more time. So you can go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3. And then we'll connect them at the top. You know what? I'm just going to make an executive decision. I don't like this look. This actually looks terrible. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm going to break this. We'll just leave it open. It looks a lot cooler. I mean, you can leave the fences if you want to keep it more authentic, because technically there is a little gate there, if I'm not mistaken. I just think, in terms of taking the build to Minecraft, I think it looks a lot better without. So we're just going to leave it like that. Then on the other side of things, we're going to grab our light gray concrete, and we're going to be building like a little room almost. We're going to start off on this back wall. We're going to skip a block. We're going to come out 1, and we're going to place 4 blocks just like this. Then what we're going to do is we're going to come out 2 on the end, 1, 2, and then on the other end as well, 1, 2. We can then break our corners, and we're only going to put 1 block on the front here because we want to get inside. We want to be able to get inside. Then we're going to go 2 more higher, just like that. And we're going to put a little ceiling on it. And this is essentially just like a little iron bunker. You can just get in and out. There's some tools inside that you can use. And then just like that, all we have to do now is with our cyan terracotta, we're going to go up 2 more blocks. And then we're going to throw a roof on top. But look, on top like this. Not inside, on top. So let's fill this in. Then we'll put our roof in. And just like that, we'll be done the entire thing. Okay, and just like that, I have that finished up, and if you guys have that done as well, I believe we have the entire Granny 2 map complete. One thing I do want to make sure that everybody knows is I am aware that there are updates and different things happen, because it's happened quite a few times with the Granny 1 map. So if there are any changes or anything like that, please be sure to let me know in the comments below if I've missed anything. This build was completed quite some time ago, so there could be a bunch of updates that happened that I'm not aware of. So if there are any, feel free to drop a comment down below and make me aware. But guys, just like that, I hope you enjoyed the series. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And also, another thing you could do if you'd like, there's going to be some polls coming up with the next how to build. And if you'd like to see anything else, just let me know in the comments. But anyway, till next time, guys. Peace.